you gonna do? Hold your fart in because you don't want to seem like that girl? Baby girl, bust it, blood. If he's there, pop. He has to understand we are human beings. You want me to lay on my back and run the nuns, but I can't poop in this house and I can't shit. I'm so sorry, babe. It's real as it gets. As some of you lot go to a nigga's house and you sit on the edge of his bed like this. Hi, Tyrone. And you're like, oh my God. Hi, Tyrone. Yeah, and then you wait for him to go outside and you send him, oh, babe, can you go get me some tissue, please? And you're like, oh my God. And then you get one of his colour and you're like, you're done out here, rude girl. You can't chat for me. You see me? Man sitting there playing his PlayStation or whatever. I'm on the bed. If I need to poop, I'm going to say, sorry, I need to fart. And it's simple as that, babe. I'm not trying to impress nobody. Because if a nigga fucks with me, a nigga's got to fuck with me. Am I good or am I bad? And if I got to go toilet, I got to go, babe. I'm not going to hold my poo in and I shit up myself. That's even worse, babe. Don't run your pum-pum if you can't shit in no blood clot man's house. Make a man know, listen, it's a whole package, babe. This is a package, sweetheart. You got me over your yard? Well, clearly not going to lay next to each other and do cuddle all night, are we? You're clearly going to get some nuns. So hear what man's saying. Here's my package deal. I got to use the toilet, buster 1 and buster 2. If man's on my reds, I'm going to change my pad. Don't act like you've never been to a man's yard and you haven't been on your period, babe. Come on, stop the capping. Fuck, man. I'm not shitting on myself for no blood clot, man. Oh, shit. Bro, how many of you lot have been to a man's yard on your reds? Go on. Lie now, go on. Lie because you just want to seem like that you're that girl. But I'm here to tell you, you're not that girl because you ain't shit in a man's yard or been to a man's yard on period. Stop trying to seem perfect, babe, because in reality, we know how it gets down. I love going to link a man when I'm on my reds because you can't fuck me. The best part of it. Bro, the best part of it is when you know a nigga's onto you and a nigga's been working for the nuns. And you're sitting there on your period and you're just like... And he thinks he's getting it, you know? No, babe, I'm a human being. I'm a female. I never asked God to let Eve eat the fucking apple. So now every female in the world has to suffer for 7 fucking days each month. No. My period's not going to stop me from going to Link Bay. No, I'm going to Link Bay. But Bay just needs to understand, oh, babe, I'm so sorry, I'm on my period. So, you know, it can't happen. He's like, swear down. Yeah, I'm on my period, babe. Because now I need you. And now I need to see how you're going to act for me to drop you. Because anyhow you act while I'm on my reds shows me you're not the man for me. So go to a man's house when you're on your period because it shows you if he's in it just to fuck it or he actually likes you. And if you're there on your reds, you understand, and how a man treats you while you're on your period says a lot about a nigga, bro. Bro, I've been to a man's yard on my reds, bro. And the moment he found I was on my red, he started going he went shop, bought me chocolate, bought me this, bought me that. That showed me, yeah. Do you get it? But if a moment you tell a man you're on his red and you're sitting on his bed, and he starts to be, and he's like, oh, swear down, like, and he tries to make it a big thing. Brother, when you leave his house, block. The fuck you mean you can't chat to me when I'm on my... Are you dumb? So what, the only time you want me to come to your yard is when man's dry up and pussy's moist? Get the fuck out of here. What if he says you're lying? Well, you want to feel the pad? Let me know. Because I can show you it. You just can't see in it. But I can show you the printout method. Let me know. Do you want to touch the nuns in the front to see if you can feel the pad? Not a problem. Some of you like you know the problem with the generation is right now is that you lot are trying to please a nigga. Don't please a nigga. You lot try so much to please a man. Why? A lot of these men have skid marks in their boxes and ain't gonna tell you, sweetheart. A lot of men have insecurities about themselves. So why must you try please a man because you don't want to seem like you're an ugly type of girl? Babe, let me tell you something. In life, your natural beauty and your natural self and the way you are in general is going to make a man fuck with you. Not fake nails, not fake hair. All of that is vanity, baby. It's vanity, babe. If a man can't see me without no big toenail on the top of my fucking feet, then I can't fuck with you. You have to. Babe, you have to see me with these. You just have to, babe. Look at them. I have to be able to lay next to you, my feet like this. And if I can't lay next to you, my feet like this, then what the fuck are we doing here? Because I wasn't born with a bust down pedicure. I wasn't. I was not born with a bust down pedicure, babe. When I was born, I never had acrylic nails on my fucking feet. So if I can't lay down next to my nigger with my feet looking like this, then sweetheart, what the fuck are we doing here? So you're telling me I gotta go out and get a bust down pedicure every minute before I go to man's yard? Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. So why is it okay for a man's feet to look chaka chaka, but my feet can't look chaka chaka? That's why they call it maintenance every month, babe. So I have to wait the next following month to do maintenance to go link a man because my feet's not chatting English right now. My fucking feet is saying, be fucking for real. I'm not running to yin yang to get my feet sorted. If the big toenail has dropped off and I've got the other 4 there, I'm still showing up to a man's yard. And that's just the God honest truth. Take it or leave it. And if you have a problem with how my feet look, run the fucking cheddar and I'll go get it done. But I'm not going to go in my account and take my last £20 that I have to buy fucking groceries for the week in Lidl because I want to go to see my link, but my feet don't look good and he's going to chat shit. Then what are you doing talking to that man, babe? You got your last 20 quid in your fucking account to buy your weekly grocery shopping because your pay ain't dropping till the next week. So I should spend my last £20 that I've got for the week to buy my groceries at Lidl because I've got to fix the big toenail and do everything else. You got to be fucking joking me. You got an issue with my feet. You send the money, babe. Here's my sort code account number. Just send the money over. Not a problem. You have a problem with them? No problem. I'll go fix them because you're paying. But I ain't paying because it's not maintenance month yet. Simple. Do better, man. I told you. Niggas got to respect it. And if a nigga don't respect it, then you got to fucking go. Because I ain't here trying to please no man. I can't even fucking please myself half the time. So how the fuck can I please a man? Be for real. And then you're all putting on socks. You're all putting on socks that you got from Primark. You're all putting on your socks to hide your dirty feet. Brother, I ain't wearing no socks. Listen to me. I'm pulling up in my sliders with my feet like this. And who's going to tell me nothing? Who? So I should wear trainers because my feet like... Babe, what you have to understand is when you go in that man's house, your shoes has to come off. So either way, he's going to see it. Wearing socks to hide your fucking feet ain't gonna do a goddamn justice. Just make sure you cream the leg. Just make sure you moisturize your feet. You understand what I'm saying? It will look decent. Because you have to understand, we wasn't born with acrylic nails, babe. So either way, it is what it is. You know what? They told me I'm too out. Look, I always get told I'm too much, you know, but I couldn't give a fuck. A nigga's got to know what time it is. I've been through it, babe. I fuck the lowest, man. I fuck man that can't do shit for me. I've been through it, babe. Like, back in the day or not. Oh, man. Couldn't give a fuck about niggas. I remember the days where I used to go to a man's house and I had to stand outside and look in the mirror to see if my hair was done properly. And I remember one time a man looked at me and said, your lace is coming off. Well, I'm not being funny. How dare you tell me my lace is coming or you got fucking bed bumps? A lot of you niggas are so quick to point out a girl's flaws and point out what doesn't look good on a female. But you go to a barber man and a barber man gives you 20 fucking beard bumps. You don't see me talking about your beard bumps, but you want to talk about, oh, my little lace is lifting. Shut the fuck up about my laces lifting. When the back of your fucking hair has got razor bumps all the way here, you African boys, come stand in front right now because I'm after you lot. Because a lot of you Af boys, yeah, like to point out the obvious when it comes to a female, but the bumper clot back of your head right here, let me show you. Right here, that's built like this, has razor bumps all here, babe. And you want to come tell me about your laces showing? Well, babe, I can see your razor bumps and it don't look fucking cute, does it? But you don't see me complaining and you don't see me pointing at the obvious. The fuck? I was 18 though, when the little piece of wig was showing. I wish a motherfucker would try me right now. I'm telling you. It's always the ones that have the most infections, you know. They have boils. They have an extra little thing hanging there. Always want to talk shit. Like, shut up, blood. Could you imagine? Fuck off. I'm telling you, babe. I told you, went to an African man house one time and he's pointing out my blood clot lace front. Telling me, oh, your lace is showing. Is that supposed to show? Between me and you, you know it's not supposed to fucking show. Clearly it's lifting, isn't it? And he's sitting there doing his little stupidness with all his razor beard, all his razor bumps right here. And you want to talk about my little piece of lace frontal? Well, guess what, babe? I can take off this wig. But can you take off those razor bumps? Oh, no, I don't think so. You got to go and see a doctor for that. A dermatologist for that. I don't have to see a dermatologist because of my lace lifting. I can just take it off or cut off that lace. It's simple as that. 1, 2, 3 maths. Bingo. Sis, why don't you like African boys? Oh, I love them. Oh my God, remember I used to fuck with Afs before I went to the Jamaican side. Africans, Just something about African men that I just fucking love. I don't know what it is. But let's be Pacific, Ghanaians for me. I love a... Oh my God. Oh... Before I jumped on this fucking Jamaican man wave, yeah, Ghanaians, what do you do to me? I don't know what they do to me. They just make a girl feel weak. Fucking hell. So, Ghanaian mans are they're just... But you know the thing is, I've never met a Nigerian with a small dick. But I met a Ghanaian with a small dick. I'm not gonna lie. But I've never met a Nigerian with a small, you know. And the thing I don't like about Nigerian men, yeah, they're just too blunt, blood. They're too blunt and they're too fucking rude and disrespectful. That's it. But a Ghanaian man, yeah, a Ghanaian man will disrespect you, but not in the obvious way. Do you get where I'm coming from? But Nigerians, I can't be with Nigerian because of the simple fact that I have no filter, and I think it's a dead sentence. Nigerian men are too fucking rude. Like, they're too blunt. They're too blunt. I can't deal with that. Because if a Nigerian man says A, I'm going to say B, and it's not going to end. They're fucking rude as hell. They have no filter. See, a Ghanaian guy will lie in your... He will lie to protect your feelings, but... Do you get it? But I can deal with that. But it is what it is, babe. But... I do love African men. Oh my God, I do. They are my type. They are my forte. I can't lie. I remember that's the only people I used to date still. And then I don't know what happened to me. I've met some Jamaicans in my time, boy. We're not even going to speak about them. Just check out the YouTube channel. The worst one was the one that had 7 kids. Fucking hell, Jesus Christ. Oh God, let's erase that out of my mind. The one that has 7 kids. Lord have mercy. I will never forget when the half the baby mums reach out to me. And you lot forgetting, I think he had 6 or 7 kids. He's on the story time. The story time's on my channel, babe. Listen, the worst Nigerian man I've ever dealt with was the one from Cardiff. Fucking hell. The man had his foot in my head. And I'm on the bed like a hopeless person trying to figure out why you got your foot in my head. And I'm looking up like this. Hello? Brother, the man was put the foot in the head like, I'm like, what's going on? Nah. Then he went to the shops and he went to go get grapes. I'm coming back for round 2, yeah? I'm coming back for round 2, yeah? That pussy good. Yo, that pussy good. I'm like, I started texting my friend. What the fuck? I think this man's got demons in him. He went to the shop. He got grapes. I said, what are you getting grapes for? He said, babe, what's your favourite fruit? I said, grapes. The red one. Man washed off, got himself ready, went to Tesco's, come back with grapes, started dipping grapes into the socket. And I'm like, what the fuck? I was so traumatized. I just froze. I said, look, I don't know what's going on here. I froze. You don't think this is a joke? Hey, Nigel from Cardiff. He's a notorious one, that one there. If you ever meet Nigel from Cardiff, Oga, run. When I say run. When I say if you meet Nigel from Cardiff, or run. Don't look back, run. The man told me he had a twin. The man will show me pictures of his twin. The man will send me pictures on WhatsApp. Look, babe, that's my twin. I'm like, oh, that's nice. To find out the man was married and he converted to a Muslim and he's married. Spoke to the wife, on the phone to the wife. I shed tears because she was crying and she was breaking down. I was like, oh my God, this is I can't believe I'm involved in this. Yeah, the man told me he had a twin. It was just, guys, after I left Cardiff, I was traumatized. I said, this is crazy. Look, babe, I put his picture in my YouTube video on my story time. So go look what he looks like. Stay away from him. He lies about his age. He lies about his name. He lies that he's got a twin. He told me he lived in East London and something happened and then they moved him to Nigerian man will kill you. Oh my God. Listen to me. That one there. Crazy. It's absolutely fucking crazy. I'm telling you, the man had his foot in my head. Like, the foot in my head. And I was every minute, I'm like, trying to look up. And I'm like, what's going on? And I said, why you got your foot in my head? And he's just not listening to me. He's just going there. And I'm like, Nigel, you got your foot in my head. I wish this was a fake story. I swear to God, I wish it was a fake story. I wish this was a fake story. When I was on that coach sitting there, I was really, really disturbed. I had a headache for the whole entire trip going back home. I felt so fucked up. I felt so fucked up. And then the grapes The grapes was the last thing for me. Like, the man just kept dipping the grapes in the socket. When he's yamming the socket, he's dipping the grapes in the socket. And I'm like, what are you doing? And then that's it. It stopped from there. I couldn't take no more. The man made me bleed. The man made me go through hell in that apartment, in that AP, bro. Brother, I can't take it. And the wickedest thing is, the man act like he has money. Jesus Christ. I've come to Cardiff now. He picks me up at the train station. We jump in a cab. He goes, all right, this is the house. He's trying to get in the house. He can't get in the house. It's raining. I'm like, I thought you said you book an Airbnb for the weekend for us to go out and stuff. We're trying to get in the house. We can't get in the house. He gets in some block. He tells me to sit on the stairs. I'm sitting on the floor reading Amazon fucking parcels. I'm sitting there reading Amazon parcels because he's trying to figure out accommodation. So you led me believe that you had this apartment booked before I got there. I've come there. He's trying to get into the house. We can't get into the house. He opens up the block for me. Man's on the up block, but I can't see no one. Tell them 6 of pussy on my side. We're on the up, like we're literally on some block estate now, yeah? He opens up the fucking door and he tells me, sit there, babe. I'm going to pattern something. The Airbnb's around the corner. I said, all right, cool. I'm sitting down, see a couple of people going up and down with their kids in the buggy. I'm seeing Amazon fucking parcels on the floor. I took a picture of somebody. I took a picture of the address and I shared my location to someone. And I said, look, this is where I am, okay? If anything happens to me, I'm with this guy from Instagram. He looks like this. His name's Nigel. This is his number. And this is the address. He's got me sitting in the block right now. My friend started saying, Renee, are you fucking being for real here? And I'm like, I'm dead ass. And I took a picture like this right in front of the block. I'm like, look. She's like, all right, cool, share your location. I share the location. He's got me sitting there and it's freezing. It's raining outside. He comes back and he's like, you right, babe? I'm like, yeah, I'm right. What's going on, Nigel? Where is this? Like, where is the Airbnb? Like, it's raining. It's cold out here. He's like, yeah, they're cleaning it right now. They're cleaning it right now. Like, he's on the phone trying to make some call, trying to get someone to deep sit. But it was the most disturbing thing in my whole entire life. But the thing is, I was already in Cardiff. I'm jet lagged. I'm tired. I need to sleep. I can't go back to London right now. It's too long, fam. I'll go the next day. Got into the Airbnb now. He started telling me how much this is one of his properties and that. And I'm like, oh, this is one of your properties. Like, yeah, this is one of my properties. Like, this is where I work and that. This is where I do couple stuff. This is where I do whatever. Then he goes on YouTube and tells me, oh, let me show you my twin. I said, okay, babe. He goes on YouTube. He shows me a guy that looks just like him. I look at the guy and I said, but the bag that you've got, that LV bag, that's what he's wearing there. Are you sure that's not you? He's like, no, it's not me. I'm like, that is you. He's like, no, it's not. I said, that is you. I've gone on his Instagram. I've taken screenshots of his picture. And I'm seeing that he's wearing the same clothes that he took a picture in last week. He's wearing Balenciaga socks. I see that in the video shoot that he's doing. I see he's wearing the LV jacket. I see that in the video shoot. I see he's wearing the fucking coat that he's wearing right now in the video shoot. And I'm like, so who's that then? He's like, that's my twin, Ren. That's my twin. I'm like, no, it's not your twin. That's you. And he's like, no, I have a twin, bro. I'm a twin. He kept trying to convince me that's his twin. And I'm like, no, it's not your twin. Brother, the man was wearing the same outfit that's in the video shoot and the same outfit that he posted a week ago from head to fucking toe. When I spoke to his wife now, the wife told me everything. Renee, I know who you are. I watched your YouTube video. I went, no fucking way. She goes, it's okay, Renee, it's fine. I just asked that when you do your story time, please do not put me in there. Don't put my face. Like, I'm Muslim. I'm really true to my religion. Like, I really don't like what has happened. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I said, babe, I didn't know about you. I swear to God, like, I am so sorry. I'm not a homewrecker. Like, she started breaking down on the phone. She started telling me how much. Look, I don't know what Nigel has told you, but his life is not what it is. Like, we got married at a young age. He doesn't help me with anything. He lives in my house. He sleeps on the sofa. I've stopped making him sleep next to me in the bed. He makes me feel really horrible about myself. He'll come to me and say little comments to make me feel really shit. And I'm like, no, you need to divorce him. He's not a good person. And she was just opening up to me. She's like, I don't think anybody understands the type of man that is and what I deal with. She just started telling me how much he doesn't work. He hasn't been working for years. I was like, he told me he has a job. She's like, what job? You mean me? He doesn't help me with nothing. Oh, he told me that he drives a nice BMW car. What car, Renee? He takes the bus. He takes the bus. He doesn't even have an Oyster card. He has to use my Oyster card. I was like, I'm sitting there and it's just getting juicy and juicier and juicier and juicier. I'm like, so doesn't he not live in London? No, Renee, he does not live in London. He lives in Cardiff. He's always lived in Cardiff. He's never lived in London. I don't know why he's telling you these lies. Guys, and I was like, does he have a twin? Because he told me he's got a twin. She started laughing. She said, what? I said, he told me he's got a twin and he keeps showing me these music videos on YouTube. And she's like, he doesn't have no twin. That doesn't exist. And I'm sitting there and I felt like the biggest fucking fool. Like, I'm like, what? I said, does he not have properties? Renee, this is my Instagram. Let me show you my Instagram. Look how I am. This is me. That's my life. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're so beautiful. Like, honestly, guys, she's absolutely stunning. You see me, if a bitch is ugly, I'm going to tell a bitch is ugly. But bro, the girl is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Like, I was so, like, shocked on how beautiful this woman was. And this man treats her like this. She's so beautiful. She was just like to me, Renee, I work. I do lashes. You understand? Like, I have a job. I do lashes. I have a child. Like, you know, I do everything on my own, and all he does is cheat on me and treats me like an absolute useless person. And he says little comments and he makes me feel shit about myself, you know. And even till this day, he's been coming to the house begging for me to take him back in. See, one thing about me, I'm a girl's girl. I might not fuck with you bitches because you lot troll me. And I might be rude to some of you lot, but I'm a girl's girl. Like, I don't want to see another girl crying over a guy. I don't want to see another girl hurt. I would never laugh at another girl's pain. Do you understand? Because I have my fair share with men. So I would never be that type of girl to sit there and laugh at her because she's going through her shit. Bro, we all get cheated on. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them ones like... But brother, the man's an absolute disgusting human fucking being. He's so disgusting. He's horrible. I'm a bully when you fucking try me. But I wouldn't. One thing about me, I don't believe in laughing at somebody's downfall, laughing at somebody because she's on her face, bro. No, because we all have our 24 hours in life. Do you understand what I'm saying? At the end of the day, what happened to her could happen to me. I could be married and my man's treating me just the same way that she's getting treated. So I would never ever laugh at another girl that's going through her miseries. Believe that, please. I'm not a fit flop or follower, please. But at the end of the day, like, I spoke to her on the phone. She was just telling me like his life is a complete lie. Like, I was like, the guy told me he's an immigrant, that, you know, immigration are after him and that he has to go to the job centre every time and clock in. She's like, that's the only bit that's true. But anything else is everything else that he's told you is a lie. Sad. I hope she leaves him. I hope she's left him by now. I hope she's left him. Bro, if you go onto my YouTube video and watch the Cardiff story time, look in the comment section. That's how you know I'm not lying, babe. A lot of girls that know him, that has fucked with him, have come out and commented on the YouTube video and said, wow, like, he's always been like this. Babe, my story times ain't a lie, babe. I don't tell lie. I don't have to lie for views, baby. I live my truth and live it how it is. And I just, you know, it is what it is. But Nigel from Cardiff, you're an absolute embarrassment to the Nigerian community. Get it together. I can't remember the title, but something to do with Cardiff. Surviving Nigerians brokey or some shit. Then he got me... Listen, he got me Chinese, yeah? He got me Chinese. We're sitting in the living room. We're watching his videos, the twins' video, his so-called twin. And he's telling me all about him... what's the word here where you like you're part of it behind the scenes? Like, he kept telling me, oh, like he's the one that manages his brother and he does all I can't remember the name. Like, I can't remember the name of the music. Some of you must know what I'm talking about. Like, if you know his music name, just comment. Yeah, he told me that he was a director. That's the word. He told me that he's a director for his twin, how much he dresses his twin, how much like he pays the models and all this kind of shit. Like, then he started telling me he fucked Leah May. Then he said he fucked another influencer. Then he started speaking about all these influencers to me, and I'm like, you did what? He goes, yeah, like I used to be with Leah May. Like, I used to be with that person. Like,